welcome to another video. So today's topic is about the idea of pornography. It will tell you so many lies about your relationship, about your marriage, about the woman you're with, and about the connection you share with them. It's really disappointing and it's sad because a lot of guys are in relationships or in marriages, and honestly, overall, it's a really solid connection. They married him or got together for a reason, and it's beautiful. But the thing about pornography is it tells you that the woman you're with isn't good enough. The person you're with is not hot enough. She doesn't perform well enough. She doesn't look as good. And it kind of starts to give you this idea that the women in porn are better, or just pornography in general is better because there's less nagging, there's less, questions being asked. And some guys are like, yeah, porn's just better because I don't have to have that constant woman checking in, asking, bugging me. It's like zero responsibility. And that's the thing that is pretty dangerous about it, because I'm just going to tell my story a bit. 2 years ago, I was in a different relationship with a woman, and overall, it was a great connection. She was a solid woman. I thought I was going to marry her, but I started going down the porn route more and more, and I hid it from everyone, including her. And it started to tell me all these lies of, yeah, she's not good enough. Yeah, you could find a hotter woman. Yeah, she doesn't perform as well in sex as other women would. All these kind of lies that it tells you. And you could even look at it through a spiritual lens and say, like, the devil does not want your relationship to work out, and he uses porn as a primary method to feed you these lies. Because when you are with one person and you're intimate with them, you train your brain to focus solely on them and view them as the most valuable and attractive person on the earth. But when you masturbate and jerk off to women online, and you see a plethora of women on your Instagram all the time, you're training your brain to always be scanning and looking around for other people. And that's a pretty dangerous thing to be doing, because if you're wanting to build a long-term connection, but you're watching all these other women on the side, you're not gonna be thankful for the relationship you have, and it's gonna be really disappointing when you're left with nothing if you let those lies ruin your relationship. And I just thought this was a unique concept because, that's what happened to me. And I've seen that happen a lot, where people will be in an objectively solid relationship overall, but they just have this secret habit that's weighing them down, and it's making them think that, oh, I could do better. Oh, I don't care about my woman. I don't want to put in the effort. I don't want to have to do the responsibilities of this relationship. And if you weren't watching porn, you would be viewing your woman as an angel, the one woman for you, the most beautiful woman on earth. And that's what I think all guys should do for their women, is view them almost like an angel. And when you're comparing them to all these other women, it's impossible for them to stand up or stack up against that, because no one can compete with thousands of women. And also, when you're watching porn, all you're getting from these women online is 5 to 10 minutes of pleasure, and you're viewing them as a sexual object. But the woman you're with might be, a person that you have sex with, but she's not just a sexual object. And that's kind of what porn teaches you to view women as. When you're in a relationship and you're watching porn, you almost become more and more interested in just having sex with your woman versus having deep conversations. And that's what I found as well, is if you're so addicted to porn and sex and lust, you're just gonna go for that instead of having the conversations. And it's really gonna be unfortunate. And so I just want to make this video because I think that there's real danger to watching porn. I make these videos every week. I've made hundreds of these videos. I've helped dozens of men walk away from pornography, and I can just attest that when you walk away from that lifestyle of coveting all these other women, wishing you were with all them, fantasizing about casual sex and threesomes, when you're living that lifestyle, your relationship is sinking more and more. Your woman can tell when you don't deeply want her and care only for her. She can sense when you're sniffing around for other options, and that's something that can kill a relationship so quick. And the trust that you're building in your relationship might be built on sand if you're just watching porn and hiding it, because, you know, it can just be wiped away in an instant if she finds out, if she doesn't want you watching, and it can cause a big conflict. And because you're a porn addict, you might just view your woman like annoyed at you for watching porn, and part of your brain is going to be saying, screw you, I can just watch porn and not get in trouble and never be nagged, so I don't even watch it anymore. And that's kind of what occurred in my relationship. Was like, I started to believe the lies of porn, that there's other women that are hotter, I could do better. And it was just really sad, because like, it really hurt the woman I was with in a lot of ways, and that's a very saddening thing. And so I want to make this video to inspire people, like, no matter how long you've been together in your relationship with your person, quitting porn will just solve many issues. It changes you into a man who's a lot more romantic in your relationship. Like, there's the last thing you want to do after you watch porn is, you know, plan a romantic dinner with your woman or get her flowers. It's not on your agenda, because you already got completely satisfied. It's not like, oh dang, I want to, you know, plan this extravagant, romantic, you know, beautiful time for me and my woman and make her feel loved. It's like, I don't feel like doing that. I already got my love. I already nutted for the day. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't care if we go on a romantic date or not. My needs are already met, and my woman here is kind of just a drag, and I don't even want to have to talk with her. You know, maybe if she wants to have sex, I'll do that. And that's kind of the mentality a person who watches porn is going under. At least that was my experience. And from what I found, you know, for the third time, walking away from that lifestyle will make her respect you so much more, and it will make you respect yourself on a new level. And, you know, for those who don't know how to quit, you know, a few recommendations for you. Find someone who is porn free, whom you can tell this to. Like, explain it to them that you want to quit, why you want to quit. And, you know, if you can meet with them on a weekly basis and put it in your calendar and know that you're going to be talking about porn, like, the chances of you succeeding is like 95+%. Like, most guys can solve their porn addiction just by taking it to that level of seriousness. If you're in a group chat with your buddies, that doesn't do anything. You need to have deep conversations on a regular basis to get to the root of why you're watching. And some people are like, what's the quick fix? How do I figure out my triggers and my roots, and why am I watching? And it's like, that's going to take quite a few months of you diving deep into who you are and sharing your deep, dark pains, dreams, desires, fantasies, childhood traumas, getting to the root and getting all that out. That will allow you to walk away from porn so much easier than just, oh, please God, or, yo, guys, I really want to quit. Those things don't do anything. You know, when I look at my calendar for the week, I have like 9 meetings for quitting porn, like meetings one-on-one, meetings with my group of guys that's a lifelong brotherhood, and I also have a meeting with my leaders as well who help lead other men. And so it's like, I just have a whole calendar stacked with these events, and this is a small week for me. Normally I have like 20 events on my calendar. And so what I say at the end of these videos is, if you want to have a deep dive 45 to an hour long conversation on this and really try to get at least the first layer of your addiction figured out, that's what I recommend. I have a link in this video description and in my YouTube bio to book a freedom call with me or one of my team members who's the leader. This will allow you to, get to the root and figure out this trauma. A lot of guys watching might not have told anyone, or maybe they've told a few people, but it hasn't been a deep conversation. And that's why I offer this call to everyone. If you have a deep, deep conversation on this subject, you're going to make progress, period. You're going to make progress on your path to hating porn, progress on your path to rebuilding your relationship. It's really just going to be an ultimate good for everyone you're around. And It'll help you gain a closer connection with God if you're religious. All these things occur very quickly once you start taking this issue very seriously. And, just to be honest, your relationship depends on you. You are the leader of your relationship. If you're married, your wife wants you to take the lead. If you're struggling with pornography, chances are you're struggling in a lot of aspects for leadership. Once you get rid of porn, you can become a much better leader, filled with way more testosterone and drive and focus on your woman. There's nothing more beautiful than a man who has purpose and is being backed up by a woman who respects him fully. That is the ultimate superpower. That's what I have today, and it's beautiful. But guys who are watching porn and their relationship's kind of in shambles, there's no way that your woman respects you. So that means there's no way you really respect you. And you're not going to have the most beautiful life that you could have. And that's what I want you to have. So book that call. And if you're uncomfortable with that, tell someone you're close about this. And I also have a free course in the description as well. There's 5 deep reflection assignments that I want you to do. If you're really that uncomfortable with having a conversation, which to me, that's kind of a weak excuse. But if you are so uncomfortable, I have a course down below that's free. There's 5 deep reflection assignments that will help you get to the root and start having this conversation on your own, at least, which, to be honest, isn't going to be as helpful as having a deep convo, but it'll at least get the ball rolling. And yeah, like I said 2 or 3 times now, your woman desperately wants you to take the lead on this. Stop being a victim and saying, yeah, I've been struggling for 20 years, there's no way to quit. It's yeah, there's no way to quit because you've never really tried. How much have you really done to overcome your addiction? Oh, I've tried therapy, I've tried blockers. It's then why isn't it working? I don't know. Why didn't you want it? If you're truly serious about this, this would be your primary plate, and you would take care of it right now. And so that's what I'm urging you to do. Do something about it. Your woman probably is crying herself to sleep knowing you watch porn, and it's not a good look for your kids. It's not a good look, period. So I'll see you in the next video. I hope this was inspiring to you.